A lot of wind up there, so I enjoyed it.
Do you feel like you're in your comfort zone in this kind of weather?
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. All right, well, it looks like you're in. Looks like you're probably into the final four. Do you think you need to change your game plan at all, or are you sticking to what you were doing earlier?
No, just carrying on with what I'm doing, yeah. Had 3 good holes to finish, so just keep doing that.
Good. All right, well, good luck. We'll see you out there.
Okay, cheers, bud.
So confirmation that Charlie Lydiard, Brett Pardo and Colin Howard outplayed the rest for an automatic place in the playoff. For Omar Butt, Ross Hyam, Gary Smith and Martin Smith, though, a shootout called. 5 players finished on 32 points, just off the pace. 4 players and 143 yards standing between them and a place in the 2009 Trilby Tour Amateur Playoff.
This is a one-shot shootout, nearest the pin. You must be on the green to count. Okay.
William Hunt presided over the shootout, adding that extra element of Trilby Tour pressure. The TV cameras were in position. 1 shot, 1 place in the playoff, nearest the pin. Now, have you ever wondered how you might react in this situation? Well, Martin Smith was the first to find out if he could handle it.
I just had to check the direction. I knew exactly what I was hitting. I have a mark and everything.
The tough reality of Trilby Tour golf was about to hit home. A great swing in the circumstances, but he just ran out of green in the end. And so the door was still wide open. 3 players left. Martin Smith was out, Ross Hyam next up. And that scratch at the 18th still fresh in his mind. 34 points would have put him straight into the playoff. No room for thoughts like that though. There was still a chance. And it was worth the wait. The crowd liked it. And this is why. For the moment at least, Ross Hyam owned a place in the playoff. So just like that, the target got a whole lot smaller and the pressure got a whole lot bigger. Strange how it works, but that's golf for you. Ross and brother Luke were in the driving seat for the ride of their young lives. 2 to go. Gary Smith next. No hanging around. It was straight to work for Gary. Typical of an important shot, the ball took forever to come down from the London club sky to land way short of the target. And so we were down to a straight shootout. Ross Hyam versus Omar Butt. Gary Smith out. Ross then with 1 foot in the playoff, and Omar 1 swing away from potential playoff glory. And remember, in his post-round interview, he described how he was going to approach the shot, get the yardage, pick the club, and hit it. But pressure does funny things to a man, even a man who made 42 points to get to this amateur final. 33 on the day was the best Omar could manage, hence his place in the shootout. You could almost see the thoughts gathering in Omar's head. The result? Omar joined Gary and Martin, bowing out of this year's Trilby Tour. 120 players down to a 4-man playoff. As Ross Hyam stepped tentatively into that final Trilby Tour showdown, he, Charlie Lydiard, Colin Howard and Brett Pardo headed to the tee. The 2009 Trilby Tour Amateur Playoff starts here on Sky Sports after the break. The William Hunt Trilby Tour, sponsored by netflights.com. The William Hunt Trilby Tour, sponsored by netflights.com. Welcome back to the London Club for the conclusion of the Trilby Tour Amateur Final. Just 4 players remain in contention as we head to the part of the day that makes the Trilby Tour unique. Let's meet our playoff finalists. First up, in at the Last Chance Saloon, Ross Hyam, the 21-year-old Sussex County player from Manning's Heath Golf Club, playing off 2, and on his bag, brother Luke. Player number 2, 33-year-old New Zealander Brett Pardo, who plays off 5 out of Whitebridge Golf Club in West Yorkshire. On his bag today, the very laid-back Dan Stevenson. The youngest playoff finalist this year, 19-year-old Charlie Lydiard from Leatherhead Golf Club in Surrey. The one handicapper shot the best score in regulation and looked in great form. On his bag, the very knowledgeable Adrian Stewart. Completing our lineup is 5 handicapper 37-year-old Colin Howard from Mid Herts Golf Club. On his bag is fellow Mid Herts player Tommy Allen. Welcome to the 2009 Trilby Tour Amateur Playoff. The Gladiators are heading for the 10th tee, our first playoff hole. Matt Woods is joining me in the commentary box today, but before we get to the action, let's hear from our panel. Former Ryder Cup player John O'Leary, reigning Trilby Tour champion John Lynch, and Golf International's Richard Simmons, all being kept in order by our very own Lee Sharp.
Thanks very much, Simon. Well, we're stood here on the 10th tee, waiting for the first playoff hole. And John, last year's winner, how are they feeling on the tee right now?
Like I'd say at the moment, all of them, their knees are knocking. It's real simple, but they just have to keep the ball in play for 3 or 4 holes and just get. I mean, pars are absolute gold out there for the next few holes with these guys. I can't see them any birdies out there.
Really?
Yeah.
And Richard, you're a member at the course. Are they tough holes they're going to be playing?
They are tough holes. They're you have a very strong par 4 followed by a very good par 3, very typical Nicklaus par 3 downhill, and a very tough 18th hole. It was extended by some 50 or 60 yards for the pros who play the European Open here, and that is a very punishing par 4. It could all happen on the 18th if the guys can get through the first 2 holes.
Excellent. And John?
I can only endorse what Richard said. I mean, during the European Open here at the London Club, the 18th hole caused havoc with the leading pros in the world, so good luck to the boys today. That's all I can say. Good luck.
Well, Simon, it's all very tense but very exciting. I'll pass straight back to you.
It certainly is tense. It's going to be Ross Hyam to get this amateur final playoff underway, but before he does so, let's take a look at the 10th.
Thanks, Simon. The 10th hole here at London Club. Great starting hole for this playoff. Water down the left, heavily bunkered down the right-hand side of the fairway. Great use of the elevation change there off the tee. And then the second shot back uphill again. Green guarded by some big bunkers at the front right corner and also the front left. And a gently undulating green off the left. A real test to get this playoff up and running.
Fair to say though, for the European Tour players, the pros, they would quite enjoy this hole.
Yeah, this hole would play 3-wood off the tee for the European Tour players, followed by a wedge or an iron. Be interesting to see what the guys use today for their initial tee shots.